Yo, how are you? I'm Houston, and we're back with another video of Modern Warfare 2. And I'm wearing a jacket at my desk, and I'm wearing jeans. That's so messed up. It might be the biggest crime of the century. I actually have to do something after recording this, so, you know, may as well just get dressed now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to brave the elements with my new weeb jacket. It's got Obito. Otsutsuki Obito on the back. 6 paths. Oh shit, my headphones are under the jacket. I'm like, why is it like restricting my movement? Boom. Alright, we're ready to go. Yeah, Yami like knocked a bunch of shit over back there. A bunch of my James Jean postcards, so I'm just too lazy to pick them up. Because he'll probably just knock them over again. So, whatever. Anyway, here we are. Season 2 is finally here. There's only 55 days left. Can't wait for Season 3. No. Yeah, we got the new Battle Pass, obviously. We got Ranked Play. We got Ashika Island, Infected. We got no real multiplayer maps. But apparently there's one coming out with Reloaded. So that's cool, I guess. It looks like Bailout from Modern Warfare 2 as well. Battle Pass, though, seems pretty standard. A lot of Japanese influence. I mean, there's some katakana there. A bunch of dragons. Samurai. The Kodachi, obviously. Dual Kodachi. More dragons, Kabuki mask. The skins are kind of whatever, just like Spec Ops type stuff with samurai inspired tack gear. I wish I could remember the name of the pieces, like the pieces of the samurai armor. And then obviously the tier 100 skin, which leaves a little bit to be desired. It's not really that great looking, but you get what you get, right? You get what you get. I already see people on Twitter talking about Season 3, so we're never getting out of this cycle, ever. Well, we got Ranked Play. That's pretty cool. I was thinking about doing this, but I don't know. Maybe I'll explore that on stream, I think. Actually, a nice new camo UI change. So you have the gun camos, the completionist camos, then you can go to all camos, and you actually have the categories. It's nice, finally. Jesus, why did it take them so long to do this? All right, let's pop on into the Season 2 mosh pit. I need to buy the Battle Pass. Whoops. Oh, it's a dragon. It reminds me of one of the talisman from Jackie Chan Adventures. Finally get Museum back. Yeah. Woo! Beta map. Dude, I think one of the best improvements to Warzone, or it seems like, I haven't even fucking played it yet, but whatever, is like the loot vomits now. So you don't have to open a chest and then open a menu and then pick something and then close it. It's just open the chest, boom, it vomits out. Wow, that's a crazy mechanic. It's almost like we've had it before and it was already perfect before. I mean, like I said, I've seen a bunch of people on Twitter and in some Twitch chats already talking about how this game's already dead, like Season 2 is already dead. Dude, just play a different game. Just literally, you know you don't have to play the game, right? Like, what? I was looking at my Twitch history today, and I'm like, damn, I'm a true variety gamer. Like, I'm playing Sekiro, I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy, I'm playing God of War Ragnarok, Last of Us Part 2. I played 3 different games yesterday on stream in like 5 hours. I don't know if that's a testament to me enjoying different games or me being tired of certain games. So other than like Season 2 coming out, I'm recording this video at this time because I am going to get my hearing tested later. My girlfriend is an audiologist, and she is like training one of her assistants who also wants to become an audiologist, and she needs to perform hearing tests on people. It can be done for free, and I haven't had my hearing tested in like 2 years or something like that. I normally had to get it done like every single year at my last job. Yeah, it was like over 7 years I got my hearing tested every single year. But I thought, hey, yeah, I'll go get my hearing tested again. Why not? I don't feel like I'm going deaf or anything, but hey, it'd be nice to get my hearing tested again just to see where I'm standing. And then, you know, if I can help that girl out, then why not? God. Just kill me. Grow up. Oh, don't push. Oh, don't push without throwing a flash. Don't do that. You wouldn't want to actually like 1v1 in a gunfight. So I started reading a new book yesterday, and I just finished one called The Precipice by Toby Ord. It's a book about like existential threats and existential risk, really. And it basically divides them into two categories. So natural risks and then anthropogenic risks. Natural risks are things like asteroids or supervolcanoes, sun flares, things like that. And then anthropogenic risks are things caused by humans. So AI, nuclear war, climate change, you know, pick your typical doomsday disaster. It's pretty good. I mean, it seems like from the book, and I think it was written like 2 years ago, that we're about 1,000 times more likely to experience an anthropogenic risk than we are a natural risk. So I'm not too worried about an asteroid. I guess it's like a 1 in a million chance that in the next 100 years at least, because that's the scale of the book. It's like, what are the chances in the next 100 years that we will experience one of these existential risks? So the asteroids don't really seem likely. Things like sun or solar flares don't really seem that likely. But all the anthropogenic ones are the ones that are like kind of cause for trepidation, I guess. I think I'm using that correctly. I mean, the one that I'm most concerned about is probably nuclear war. And I've always been concerned about that because even though we like reduce the amount of nukes we have constantly, or not constantly, but we have in the past, especially from like the Cold War era, it still seems like we have too many. I mean, honestly, like just a few nukes is probably too many in my opinion. And it doesn't make me want to like cower inside because honestly, cowering inside is not going to do anything anyway, you know, when a nuclear bomb goes off. The thing that scares me, if anything, is the like responses that we formulated. Like things like first strike, or just any sort of retaliatory action. The US, and I'm pretty sure this is still true, maintains the right to a first strike, which is, that doesn't make any fucking sense, right? So what, you maintain the right to launch a nuke first? And then the retaliatory actions are like, oh, well, if you launch a nuke at us, we're gonna launch fucking 10 more back at you. So basically, if you wanna nuke us, we're just gonna destroy the whole world. Like, what? That's stupid. Why would you do that? It'd be nice if we could get to a point with diplomacy where it doesn't involve shooting each other and ending a bunch of human lives uselessly. Anyway, all that to say, it is a good book. I really enjoyed it. It doesn't sound as scary or instill as much fear as I might be, you know, giving off. But the new book that I started reading is called Life is Hard: How Philosophy Can Help Us Live Our Lives by Kiran Setia. And that book is nice. I'm really, really enjoying it. So I just started it. I think I'm only like one chapter in. But Life is Hard is nice. It seems like it's a book about how philosophy can help us think about the hard things in life. Things like chronic pain or disease, or, I mean, dealing with loss, like things like death. Yeah, life is hard, but it's not about avoiding the fact that life is hard. It's about finding ways to live with it and finding ways to still be happy in light of any sort of suffering you might be going through. And I really like that. I mean, that's a way of thought that I subscribe to heavily. Whenever people and myself are experiencing bad things, I'm always thinking to myself, like, I mean, yeah, life is hard, and honestly, it's not going to be easy, but something that's always worth repeating to yourself is that it doesn't have to be as hard as we generally make it. And this book seems to be a proper authoring of that quote. So it's nice being able to read something from an actual philosophy professor, like somebody that knows how to express things more eloquently than I do, and have them reinforce the ideas that I've held. But yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much season 2. Seems to be like a pretty mild W, you know, for real. Honestly, like this season, it might be goated, no cap. Like, I'm trying to damage my brain to the point where that's the only way that I talk. Instead of replying to people and saying, oh, so is it good or bad? What do you think of it? All I see on Twitter is it a W or an L? It's like we're all experiencing like shorthand brain degeneration. And I'm actively rooting against saying W or L for things that you think are good or bad. As somebody that is trying to read more physical books, especially more because I'm an audiobook guy mostly. The overusage of shorthand just like kills me. It hurts my brain. Call me a 28-year-old elderly man, but being able to use good vocabulary to properly express your emotions seems to be a good goal to be after. Oh, and speaking of physical books, my girlfriend for Valentine's Day, she got me a book all about Dilla. It's called Dilla Time. And I am very excited to start reading that. I'm trying to read one audiobook and one physical book. I mean, Dilla is a legendary producer, and I'm definitely excited to learn more about him. Like, not only just his philosophy and like how he made music, but also his personal life. What? I don't have a throwing knife. I just bonked him on the nose. The Dilla book also has a lot of visual diagrams that show things like how he would chop samples up and how he saw or read time signatures. I mean, I don't fully understand it, which is one of the reasons why I'm excited to read the book. It is crazy how people like him, they hear music differently. I mean, it's like an artist that does extremely abstract... Wait, extract weapons from DMZ. What the hell? It's like when an abstract artist sees the world differently. You don't see the world the same way that Picasso saw the world. It's their brain, it's their eyes. Like, I mean, well, their eyes are their brain, I guess. Because did you know that the eyes are the only part of the brain that are outside the skull? Isn't that amazing? But yeah, it's a completely different understanding of the art form. Because I kind of see Dilla as this abstract painter, but for music. Yo, I went crazy. Season 2 is gonna be a movie. All right, well, that was fun. I have to get off and I gotta do my paperwork for my hearing appointment because my girlfriend said that if I don't, then we're gonna have beef. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to this, seeing how this game continues to develop as the #1 tactical FPS on the planet, and I will see you next time. So thank you for watching. It's been real.